What is up, guys? It's me, Hacks, coming to you again with another game update. I just got back from New Jersey, and I have some stuff to show. I actually had this done before I left, but I didn't have time to pack and make a game journal, so I'm just doing it now that I've come back. So, yeah. So there's some new stuff I added, and I'll just go through and show you. So, first of all, and let me just do this just to make sure I'm doing this correctly, because last time I did not do it correctly. Just checking. Actually, wait, no, this would come false anyway, so I don't need to do it. Yes. Okay, so first of all, I added save points. And save points will start you at the beginning of the chapter or day if you save there and quit. So, give you one as an example. You can also get money now from the dialogue. Okay, so this is an example of a save point. So it asks you, would you like to save the game? Do yes or no. If you choose yes, then if you click yes, then you have the option to save like regularly. So let me just save this first little slot here. Let's go back. It'll continue the game like normal if you hadn't saved. Now if you load that save, it also auto saves for you just in case, but you load it, you get right back to the beginning of the chapter again. So I made that because the way saving works in Unreal, or the way I have it set up in Unreal, is that when you normally save, it saves your location and where you are, right? But technically, the last place you were was here, right? We did the saving. So if you loaded it normally, you would just spawn here, which is incorrect. So you have to go through everything else. So I made this save point system so that it'll properly put you in the right spot and all that. So, yep. So that was one of the things I added. Secondly, I added more of the story in. If you can probably tell. I'm not sure how much I had last time because it's been a really long time, but I added this entire first section of the town square here. So you can talk to the blacksmith, you can talk to the tailor, you can talk to the market, and you can talk to the inn there. This is supposed to be the inn room, blah, 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 blah. I also added the area where you can go to the next part, which is the Nemeth Forest, which is the first dungeon that you encounter. So if you try to go there before you do anything else that you're supposed to do, it'll stop you. Because you're supposed to talk to all these guys first. But anyway, let's go over here now. So that's all just boring story stuff. No one wants to see that. So this is right now how the Nemeth Forest looks. Very simple. You can see that the HUD has changed. So now you can see Joe and Dan on the screen like before in the test level. I forgot to make the party available, but it should be available now. So yeah, that's when you would get it for the first time. So yeah, if you're wondering why it disappeared, it's because, well, you can't fight anybody unless you're in a dungeon, so there's really no point in seeing it. Tokyo Mirage Sessions does the same thing. Like when you're in town, you don't see your health and stuff. So yeah, I also changed the spawn method of monsters a little bit. So it's based on how many steps you walk now. So you can see this guy spawn. because I walked a certain amount of steps. There he is again. I'm still kind of working on it though, because obviously they need to face you and stuff when they spawn. I know some games, like Token Mirage, they have it where they're like preordained spots. Like, they don't randomly spawn, there's already predetermined spots where a monster's gonna spawn. Which, once you figure out what those are, you can just exploit it. Like, there's this one spot, I think in the Daiba TV room, where there's a rare enemy that spawns in the exact same spot every time. So you could just literally go up and down the ladder and enough times to farm it. Yeah, so there's a plus, there's pros and cons to doing it both ways. I don't think I'm going to do the preordained way for that reason, because it's silly, and I think random is better. Like, Shin Megami Tensei does it randomly, I believe. 3 does it randomly. I don't think 4 does. I think 4 is preordained too. Because there's like certain spots where it'll just spawn, and you know where it's going to spawn, so. Yeah, 3 does it randomly, so. Anyway, on random encounters, I'm going to have it random, so. The only disadvantage to that is that you have to make sure they don't spawn inside, like, an object or something like that, so. Yeah, but other than that, working on it. Obviously, I still have to model the actual dungeon, so it might not be an issue when I do that, so. Okay, another thing I had is the pre-boss stuff. So, this is an example boss fight here. When you touch the boss fight will start. So when you go to a boss fight, now, there's that area where it's like, should I go and continue this boss fight? So I made this. So this text here will change depending on how many levels higher the boss is than you. And you get this little menu. It's like, not just yet. It puts you back. If you say you want to go, it lets you go forward. You can do the boss fight if you want. And all these nuns are because I haven't made the animation for that. But, yeah, so I can show you that if you change this one. So let's change the level to like 1. There you go. Now I'm level 1. Now the boss is level 1. So it's different. I like how I teleported right into that guy. Actually amazing. Of course, in the actual game, the spawn point won't be around the boss, because that's ridiculous. I know some games do that, but I won't, because it's silly. I think you have to do that. So, yeah. So now this one should be another different one. Yep. Yep. So, yeah. So, and then the boss fight is literally just the same as it was before. You can get some dialogue before it now. And once you finish with the dialogue, starts the battle. And he's like level whatever it is, so he's gonna kill me. Yeah, I'm just gonna die. So basically, I'm just gonna die. I also fixed autosaves, I believe. Should work now. Okay, so if you reload from autosave. Oh, the last place I autosaved was here. Oh, right, because it only autosaves after a battle. And I did not do any battles, so as intended, it put me back where I started the chapter. Yeah. Alright, so let's go back and do a fake battle. Well, not fake, but just wanted to do an autosave here. Yeah, I think it's important because yeah. I also have to do these. I always forget to change these to actual icons instead of Steve Rambo. Yeah. Okay, so now if I die here, it should put me back where I was. Oops, I didn't mean to guard. I'm gonna shoot him in the knee. Oh yeah, because he got wounded, I guess. Oh, I think I put a different effect on it and I forgot to change it. I must have. Yeah. Oops. Okay, now if I do autosave. Well, it was supposed to do it the other way. But, that's probably because, let's see here. Did I did not update the map. Wait, yes I did. What's going on here? La 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 la. Should have auto-saved it, but it did it. Why not? Let's find out. Honestly, I have no idea what happened because I literally just did it just now and it did it properly, so maybe I didn't allow it to save before I actually went into the boss fight? I don't know. As you can see, it actually did it correctly. So, I don't know what happened. Very, very strange. Very, very peculiar. But, yep. So, in terms of that, if I so go over here. And I just gotta make the dungeon and the castle. Yeah, you can see I'm here. No, is that really where I was? Like, okay, so I fixed it. It turns out I forgot to actually save anything on autosave, but I know I put that in there. So I think the editor crashed once, because it did crash a few times, because I was switching between levels a lot. So I think it deleted what I put in there. So that's why it wasn't working, but it does work now. So you can see if I lower the autosave now. I am not in the same location that I just was. I am in the same location. Also, my MP and stuff is different. So, yep. Alright, so that's pretty much all I did. Oh, there's actually one more thing that I almost forgot about. So, I added the ability to delete your system data. And the reason why you want to do that is if you're playing the game, maybe, and you want to, like, I don't know, someone else wants to play the game, you don't want to have spoilers in the gallery, like this, because you can see all the CGs and stuff, or the sound room, you can see more stuff, and I also drew these and I forgot, and now these have actual images. You don't want the next person to be playing to see these. I'm not sure why these are all unlocked. That should not be the case. Then you can go to settings, data, and you can delete the system data. And it'll ask me if you want to do it. Ask if you really want to do it. I'll delete it for you. I'll create it again.
Joe Map, Legend of the
So now the game is like how it is when you first made it. When you first open it for the first time. So you only have Joe here. You don't have anyone else. You go to the gallery. Everything's locked. Sound room. Tell me what's unlocked. Is the default stuff. Yep. But you can still keep your save data. So like, for example, if I load this one. All the save data is still there. So, it's different from the settings data. Now, the only thing that you have to keep in mind is that if you delete your system data and you're like really far ahead in the game, then you're gonna have to start over if you want to unlock everything again. So, I mean, that goes without saying, because it's only a one and done thing. So, if you want to keep your unlocks, then don't delete it. But I mean, if you're deleting it, it's because you want to not have them anymore. So, yeah. All right. So next time, hopefully, I will have the Westwood Kingdom looking more 3D, and I think the game's gonna crash. It did. Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, once you do that, I should release a new build. And it'll have the first part available, and you can play it. So, and it'll also be a Mac version. So look forward to that. All right, see you next time.